Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know you're very confident going into the fight, but is there ever a moment when Aleksei grabs hold of a limb that there's just 1 second of internal screaming?
Yeah, definitely when he isolated my left arm when we were against the cage and he had the overhook and then he had the double wrist lock going on. I was a little nervous about that, but with the good coaching that I get over Martinez BJJ and Will Martinez, I'm more than prepared for any fight that I have in that octagon.
Obviously, you were confident in your striking going in, but I have to say there was even a moment where he looked hurt, but you were patient and you actually backed away to stop him from grabbing that clinch. That's very, very good for a guy with as few fights as you have.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I've been working on. I don't want to get over crazy with all the punches, the kicks, whatever I'm throwing, gas myself out, and then excuse me, and then end up losing the fight eventually. So. Realistically, it's just focusing on composure, keeping my level-headedness in there, and just making sure that all the punches count.
Your fellow prospect, Tom Aspinall, said to us after he beat Andrei Arlovski that there was something different about fighting a veteran that he hadn't experienced in fighting guys sort of his similar age, and that he felt he took what he called the rub from fighting him. That there was things Andrei did in there that he'd never seen before, and he's like, oh, that's interesting. Do you have the exact same experience?
No. Realistically, no. I treat every opponent as if they're just another body in there. I'm not trying to make these people out to be the monsters that people say they are, or look at all the accolades or anything like that. When I step in that cage, there's no face to that body. It's simply I have to go in there. I have a task in hand, and I need to handle that task. And if I start putting all the accomplishments that everyone has really accomplished over, especially Aleksei's 20-year career, I lose my mind in there, and that's just something that I have to do. Hit me up on Twitter in a couple of days, and we'll talk about it further. But as of right now, no.
I was going to say, will you give yourself the opportunity to do that after the fact now? Now you want beat him. Are you going to take him home and be like, look who I just beat?
Yes, absolutely. So once I get home, my wife usually brings me back to reality. She'll usually say, like, do you know who you just beat, or do you know what you just did, type thing. And that really drives it home. So I'll be looking forward to seeing my wife and my baby and taking that day, because I can't take more than a day doing that, or else I'll lose my mind. So strictly a day to reflect on this win, and that's it.
I know Bisping pushed you to give a specific name. I'm not going to do that, but you just fought a veteran of the sport. Would you rather fight another veteran, or would you rather fight another up-and-comer like yourself in your next fight, if you could pick one or the other?
Realistically, I don't care who it is as long as they're ranked higher than me. That's it. I just want to fight the guys who make the most sense. I don't want to take any steps back. This was a step forward. I took this step on this journey, and that was the first step. I'm not going back from here. It's simply we are going forward. We're going to go to the top, and today was the first step.
Top 10 opponent next?
Absolutely.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, sir.
I'll give you a chance to get brownie points with the wife. Does she always break down your fights, and how good is she at breaking down your past fights?
She's pretty good. I don't want to give her a big head or anything like that, because But yeah, she's pretty damn good at everything. So I'm really happy with her.
Is it safe to say that you're not going to get the teasing from the coworkers for losing to the older guy tonight?
Definitely not, but they might be like, you could have did it quicker. So there's always something. There's always something with them. I'm sure my phone's blowing up now. There's always something that they'll nitpick. You can't be. They're striving for perfection, and as am I, and as everyone on the team, and that's as close as we can get is our performances in there. And yeah, so they're going to be giving me shit, and it is what it is.
Well, speaking to that, I know the fight just happened, but are there things that it would look pretty spectacular what happened out there, but are there things in your mind that you want to go back and immediately address after this fight?
Absolutely. I think I was pushing a little bit. I was hearing my brother and my coach Bill. They were telling me, I was pushing a little bit too fast, too fast, too hard, and that's I had him hurt. That ran through my mind. Don't be pushing too fast, too hard. So little things. He hit me with that, like the front teep to the knee that dropped me a little bit, and then he threw a big looping left hand, which kind of off-centered me a little bit. But there's always things to improve on, and there's always things that you need to work on.
And you kind of probably answered it there, but were there things out there outside of that surprised you from him out there?
No. I knew who he was the moment I signed this fight. He was strong. He threw big punches. He threw the exact combinations that we were planning on, the exact way that my partners in sparring and, just in training have done for this 8-week camp, this 10-week camp. Just we were completely prepared for this, and that's why we got this victory.
Can you kind of clue us into what was the game plan for him coming in?
Exactly what you just seen. It was come out, throw my hands, stay on him, push the pace on him. He gets very comfortable with pushing his own pace on people. So we needed to go out there, make the fight about me, make the fight about my pace. And as you can see, it worked out in our favor.
It was definitely a great performance. And I know you're doing this and you're able to pull these performances while still maintaining a full job elsewhere. So when you look at yourself and where you think that you can get talent-wise, how far do you think you are in your growth as an MMA fighter?
First off, I can absolutely fight for that title. I can absolutely hold this title in this division, and I plan on doing that. This point in time right now, I'm exactly where I need to be, and once the future unfolds in the next couple months, we'll see what happens. I can't wait to see my full potential because this is only a little bit, and once that full potential peaks, you'll see me, fighting for the title pretty soon.
And should he hold on to it? Bisping and them kind of joked around a little bit with the firefighters and cops, how there's always sort of a nice playful rivalry between the two. But would that be a fun fight week?
Absolutely. That would absolutely be a fun fight week. It would be an extremely fun fight week for not only my fans, but his fans. And, God willing, everything opens back up. Can you imagine that kind of stadium half filled with cops and the other half filled with firefighters? That'd be awesome.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you.